Let the recording
Proceed.
start.
You can proceed.
Yes.
You can proceed.
Good afternoon and warm welcome to all the participants of this 21 days National Refresher Course NRC 2022 on fisheries, aquaculture and post-harvest technology through online mode from May 10 to May 30th, 2022, organized by ICAR-Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, Kochi, Kerala, Faculty of Fisheries, Rangil, Ganderbal, SKUAST, Kashmir, and in collaboration with National Agriculture Development Cooperative Limited, Baramulla, J&K. I now pass on control to Dr. Manjunatha to take the session ahead. Dr. Manjunatha, please unmute and please take
Thank
it
you,
ahead.
Mr. Thank you, Mr. Good afternoon to everyone. Today, on the end of 21 days, it is a national refresher course that was started on May 10th. Today, we are ending. That's we are in a valedictory function. That's me all for a welcome address. Today, we are in a galaxy of a renowned the personality with us for gracing this function. First of all, I'm going to welcome today the chief guest, today's president, Dr. Leela Edwin, the director ICAR FAPHT Kochi, Kerala. I welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of a participant and on behalf of an organizing secretary for today's function. And I'm going to welcome today's chief guest, Dr. M. Karthikeyan, the Honorable Director, MPEDA, Mr. Kochi, Kerala, for gracing this occasion. I welcome you on behalf of a participant, on behalf of an organizing team, sir. I'm going to welcome our today's guest of honor, Professor Masrat Khan, Dean, Faculty of History,
Good afternoon.
Kashmir. I welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of an organizing team and on behalf of a participant to today's function. I'll welcome all the organizing team, including from a chief veteran to the that's in a technical session, the person, those who are involved in this 21 days, that's what is a national refresher course. I welcome each and everyone. That's an also welcome. That's a participant now from different parts of India. The scientists from a different state, they have participated. They are learned. They educated everyone. That's all. They interacted with all the resource person. On behalf of our organizing team, welcome each and everyone. Now it's handed over to Dr. J. Bindu, ma'am. That's to read about proceeding of a training program. Post Director, Principal Scientist, Fish Processing Division, ICAR, CAFT, Kochi, Kerala. J. Bindu, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dr. Manjunatha. Good afternoon to everyone. Respected President of today's meeting, Dr. Leela Edwin, Director, ICAR-Central Institute of Fisheries Technology. Chief guest of the day, Dr. M. Karthikeyan, Director, Marine Products Export Development Authority. Guest of honor, Madam is not here. Dr. Manjunatha, Dr. Kabul Sabah, Dr. S. Adityan, Dr. Mohammad Ashraf Rathar, Dr. B. Chrysolite, Ms. Ravani, Dr. Faisal Rashid, other course directors, course coordinators, faculty members from ICAR CFT, SKUAST, other universities, ICR institutes, and dear participants. Welcome to the valedictory function of the 21-day online National Refresher Course on Fisheries, Aquaculture and Post-Harvest Technology, which was jointly organized by the ICR, CIFT, Faculty of Fisheries, SKUAST Kashmir, and the National Agriculture Development Corporation, Baramulla. On behalf of the organizers, I wish to give a brief update on the various sessions and activities of the 21-day course that is concluding today. As informed on the inaugural day, this course was conceived to update the participants about recent advances in all areas of fisheries sector, including marine, inland, processing, fishery technology, and entrepreneurship, and to identify its scope and prospects and constraints, and to build strategies and solutions for the ultimate benefit to the farmer. The course commenced on the 10th of May with the inaugural session, followed by a lecture in the afternoon. The major topics handled during the course was in the area of fisheries, was responsible fisheries, status of fisheries in J&K, pesticide contamination in aquatic systems, inland fisheries, fish behavior, resource and energy conservation in fishing gears and vessels. In the area of aquaculture, we talked about maturation and breeding of fishes, live transportation, polyculture of IMCs, seaweed farming, aquaculture genetics and genomics, fish sperm cryobanking, biosecurity, molecular techniques, AMR, etc. In processing, we handle sessions on microbial toxins, fish protein and its derivatives, seafood quality assurance, fishery byproducts, low temperature preservation, packaging, thermal and non-thermal processing technologies, innovations in fishery engineering, and byproduct development. Topics on advanced extension techniques, agriculture incubation, and entrepreneurship development were also covered during the 21 days. In addition to the coursework, we had 3 assignments given to the participants on every Sunday. In fact, the course was a continuous one for 21 days without any break. The assignments were basically on strategies to increase freshwater fish exports from India, especially IMCs, quality issues in fish and shellfishes available in your local area, and to suggest mitigation measures to improve the quality. And the last one was on application of the knowledge gained during the course in your area of work. The assignments that have been received from the participants by email have been compiled and evaluated. And on this occasion, I should thank my colleagues, Dr. Mohan and Mr. Satish, for coordinating the same. Every day we had one session in the morning, that was at 11 a.m. and another one at 2:30 p.m. Except in 2 days where sessions were more than 2, we had 3 sessions. Sometimes the session timings were rescheduled as per the resource person's availability. And I'm sure some inconvenience, because it's an online thing, the delay in getting the link or the timing, there's been some rescheduling, but any inconvenience caused to the participants and the resource person is kindly regretted. 36 sessions were handled during the 21 days by the faculty members from ICR institutes and the universities. Initially, 104 participants from all of India, representing 18 states of the country, registered for the course. These participants comprise mainly of associate professors, assistant professors, scientists, PG students, subject matter specialists, teaching associates, technical officers, young professionals, and entrepreneurs. The course certificate will be sent to the individuals from NATCL, and the lecture notes will be compiled and published in the form of a book. I think that also will be shared to the participants. We hope the participants had a wonderful learning experience during this period and wish that the knowledge gained will be applied in your area of work. I also hope this refresher course will bring more collaboration between organizations and individuals for the betterment of science and technology for the benefit of the farmers. For me personally, it was a learning experience coordinating with the course director, Dr. Faisal, and Mr. Majid, Nisar, and the technical team who are based in Kashmir. I thank them both for their kind cooperation and support in the conduct of this course and for the timely manner in which the online sessions were held. I congratulate all the participants for the successful completion of the online course and hope that it has benefited them by increasing their knowledge and their application in their area of work. I thank all the resource persons for their interesting sessions and their kind cooperation. I thank my director, Dr. Leela Edwin, for the support and encouragement for the conduct of this course. I also thank all the chief guests for the inaugural function and also for the valedictory function, Dr. Karthikeyan, and all the dignitaries and coordinators from SKUAST, NADCL, and ICAR-CFT. I also thank all the resource persons for the support extended. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Bindu ma'am, for enlightening about proceeding of a training program. Now, that's a time for feedback from another participant. First of all, I request Dr. B. Chrysolites, Assistant Professor, Department of Fish Pathology and Health Management, Fishery College Research Institute, Thuthukudi, from Tamil Nadu. Please, Dr. B. Chrysolites.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, please.
Respected dignitaries of today's program, course director, course coordinator, organizing secretary, resource person, and my co-participants. The 21 days national refresher course on fisheries, aquaculture, and post-harvest technology, jointly organized by ICAR-CIFT Kochi and Faculty of Fisheries SKUAST Kashmir and National Agriculture Development Cooperative Limited Baramulla, was well structured and helped us refresh our memory and update our knowledge on the latest developments on the technologies in fisheries and aquaculture. The course has been well planned, covering topics from basics to advanced technologies, topics in freshwater, brackish and marine aquaculture, fishing technology and fisheries engineering. Almost all topics in post-harvest technology, right from handling and transportation of fish, curing, drying, low temperature preservation, thermal processing of fish, non-thermal processing, value addition, packaging, and seafood quality assurance. All these were dealt in detail. And me basically being from the processing discipline, I enjoyed this a lot. And even in aquaculture, cryopreservation, aquaculture genetics and genomics, molecular techniques and disease diagnosis, seaweed farming, all these were dealt, and not leaving extension, even entrepreneurship development and extension techniques were also dealt with. It was like brushing our knowledge, and that is what a refresher course is to be like. I thank the course director, Dr. Bindu ma'am, for her efforts in meticulous planning, bringing resource person from various disciplines, and feeding us with the basics with the tinge and latest development. Thank you, ma'am. And on behalf of the participants, I record my appreciation and gratitude to you. And special thanks to the resource person for their painstaking efforts in preparing the PPTs, videos, and delivering it in an organized way. The training has enriched our knowledge on the latest information and technologies in fisheries and aquaculture, and this will be effectively used for teaching and building research on diversified field. Every day was a new experience with added knowledge, and the training was well received. Yes, ma'am, we had a good learning experience too. And here I would like to record our gratitude to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. G. Sukumar, for granting us permission to attend this program, as many of the participants here are from Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University. So I record my thanks and gratitude to our Vice Chancellor. Thank you one and all, and thanks for this experience and thanks for this opportunity. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Zulak, for sharing your experience about the 21 days training program. Is there one more participant? She willing to share their experience? Ms. Shravani K, Assistant Professor, SVU, Tirupati, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, ma'am. Share your experience.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Respected dignitaries, course organizers, my course participants, and other guests. A warm good evening to all. The National Refresher Course 2022 on Fisheries, Aquaculture and Post-Harvest Technology was conducted from 10 to 30th May 2022, which was combined organized by ICAR-CIFT Kochi, Faculty of Fisheries, SKUAST, Kashmir, and NADCL, Baramulla was in period. The program was well planned and covering most of the aspects related to fisheries, aquaculture, post-harvest technology, including entrepreneurship and extension activities. During this 21 days, total 36 sessions were conducted and topics were divided equally under various titles. And during this training program, many eminent personalities and scientific communities, they shared their screen with us and interacted well, where we attained more command on new technologies which are developed and going to develop. But the grasping of this particular knowledge is only on theoretical basis, as it was on online mode. Still, some of the classes were planned with practical videos and equipment and some transportation vehicles. Those things, they are visualized in pictures. And the topics selected for the total sessions during the training programs were well planned, and they are organized in a manner to fulfill the all needs of the trainees, as the group of trainees consists of a combination of students, research associates, and staff from various streams and departments. Finally, at the end of training program, we uplifted our existing knowledge on sustainable fisheries development, regulations for fishing and quality, fish product and byproduct preparations, benefits, recent trends and advances that are happening in the fisheries and post-harvest technology. The organizers try to engage the trainees even on Sundays also without break by giving assignments which reflected their dedication towards the training. And finally, On this platform, I feel happy and fortunate to convey my gratitude to the resource person, best wishes to the organizers, and my special thanks to Dr. J. Bindu Madam, Course Director, and Dr. Faisal Sofi and Hamida Khanam, and congratulations to the all participants. Thanks for giving this opportunity to share my feedback with you people. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Saramani, for giving a valuable feedback about a 21 days training program. Now it's a time for a feedback from a resource person. First of all, I'm going to call Dr. S. Atithan, the professor in the Department of Aquaculture, Fishery College, Research Institute, that's an Sri Jayalalitha Fishery University, Thuthukudi, Tamil Nadu. Dr. S. Atithan, sir, please.
Yes, sir. My voice is audible.
Yeah, audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. A very good afternoon to everybody gathered through Google Meet platform. First of all, I thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to serve as a resource person to share my experiences gained to the participants. Yes, this 21 days National Research Course 2022 definitely encouraged and updated the participants about recent advances in fisheries, aquaculture, and post-harvest technology. It also provided the latest information about on fisheries and aquaculture technology, including post-harvest technology. I'm sure that all the participants really enjoyed all the presentation, including my lecture given on 26/5. In my presentation, I think nearly 5 questions were asked by the participant. It shows that the participants have attended with the full spirit. Then like that, the participants have attended each lecture in an interesting manner and learned thoroughly. I'm also really happy to say that from our university also about 9 staffs were participated actively. I'm sure that all the participants should benefit from this refresher course. All the resource persons lecture may be brought and included in the seminar proceedings with ISSN number and circulate to the participants for their future reference material. Then Benjamin Franklin quote I want to say, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. Yes, by seeing this training brochure, participants may forget. This training program taught to the participants by several guest speakers. Yes, participants may remember. Finally, yes, participants really involved themselves. That indicates participants learned successfully. Final message to the all participants from my side. Your real life partner is your body. No one can help your body other than you. Prayana for lungs, meditation for mind, yoga for body, walking for heart, good food for intestines, good thoughts for soul, good karma for gold. Once again, thank you very much. Follow SMS, stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Atithan, for giving about overall your experience about the 21 days training program. Now, one more resource person with us, Dr. Muhammad Ashraf Ratre, Assistant Professor, Division of History, Genetics and Biotechnology, Faculty of History, SKUAST, Kashmir. Now, I request Muhammad Ashraf Ratre sir to give a feedback about the training program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Is I am audible?
Yeah, audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. A very good afternoon to everyone. So, I first and foremost, I want to congratulate Bindu Madam and Dr. Faisal for successfully completing this 21 days program. So, it is my immense pleasure to give my feedback as a resource person. My lecture was on bioinformatics and its application in aquaculture and fisheries. So, as far as my lecture was concerned, it was advanced. It was related with the genomics and this biological databases. I hope this participation maybe have gone through overview of my lectures. They have get the knowledge about the biological database application in bioinformatics in the broad sense, whether we use this bioinformatics nowadays in genome analysis, transcriptome analysis, RNA sequences. So, but looking into the training program, the 21 days, I have, being a part of the Faculty of Fisheries, I have already designed this when this lecture series was going on. So, I am sure the participation have got exposure from basic different aquaculture techniques to the advanced, whether it's a transcriptome, whether somebody was from SIFT was talking about nanotechnology, someone was from CIFE, he was talking about the recent advanced methods in the breedings like QTL and other things. I'm sure these participants have got good exposure in aquaculture and fisheries and post-harvest technology also. I again congratulate Dr. Faisal for successfully conducting this training. But my suggestions will be next time it is better for this NADCL Baramulla to connect to this training offline in our college. That will be more pleasure for us to give some practical exposure to the participants. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for me inviting me to give as a resource person, as a feedback. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Muhammad Ashraf Fatwa. Now it's a time for an address by a guest of honor, Dr. Professor Masrat Khan ma'am. Due to some busy schedule, Madam is not able to attend. On behalf of an organizing team, I'll thank Madam for giving a valuable support for all the faculties for the successful completion of this training program. Now is an address by a chief guest, Dr. M. Karthikeyan sir, Honorable Director, MPEDA, that's in Kochi, Kerala. Before calling the sir, I'll read about brief biodata of the sir. Sir is now presently sir is working as a director in the Marine Product Export Development Authority since 2020. Sir is working with an marketing, quality control, aquaculture, and technical aspect about seafood export. And after sir is taking the charge, sir has increased about USD, that's a 7.74 billion seafood export from India in 21-22. This is a great achievement, sir. And before joining, sir has worked in Tamil Nadu government, that's in the fishery department. And sir also worked as an assistant professor in College of Fisheries in Tripura. Sir is instrumental in development of a product from a small indigenous fish of a Northeast India, funded by a Ministry of Food Processing Industry. Sir has published various articles in both national and international journal. I participated in so many workshops also. He is completed PhD from Karnataka, that's a KVFSC in 2001, College of Fisheries, and he completed MFSC and also BFSC from a different college of India. So we are glad to have you here, sir, and request you to address our participant and also our colleague as a chief guest. Now it's going to hand it over to Dr. M. Karthikeyan, Director, sir. So please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Manjunatha. Very good afternoon to all.
Yes.
Respected Director, CAFT, and the President of today's function, Dr. Leela Edwin ma'am. Respected Dean, Faculty of Fisheries, Dr. Masharat Khan. Respected Dr. J. Bindu madam, the Principal Scientist from CAFT and the Course Coordinator. Dr. S. Adityan, the Professor in Fisheries College and Research Institute, Tuticorin. The various faculty members of the training program, the scientists of CAFT and the other organizations who have taken efforts to conduct this training program. And my dear friends, it's really a high privilege for me to be a part of the valedictory function of such a good training program, which has been organized by CAFT in collaboration with the National Agriculture Development Cooperative Limited, Baramulla, as well as the Faculty of Fisheries of Jammu Kashmir. I'm really happy that such a training program or the refresher training program is being organized in such a well-mannered way. When I hear from the trainees, the feedback and the resource person feedback, it is really obvious to see that the training program has really helped the people to learn about the recent technologies in various aspects of the fisheries sector. So normally during the COVID time, many of the training programs or the refresher courses were not happening. So I'm happy that the CAFT has taken initiative in organizing such a refresher course for almost like more than 100 people who have participated. And this is the need of the hour. And if you talk about the training programs, basically it's like updation of the knowledge which needs to be done on a timely basis, whether it is an assistant professor or is it a researcher or any student. They need to go on learning on a day-to-day basis to see the recent developments in the sector, the modern technologies which are coming up. So that needs to be refreshed on a regular basis so that the teachers can teach the students who comes out of the university, and the students also have the recent knowledges so that when they go into the sector, they will be able to contribute for the development of the sector. So this particular refresher course, I think the people from the university, the central institutes, then the industry as well have attended this training program. Obviously, this will carry a lot of weightage, and information dissemination will be there from top to bottom level, which will help the sector to grow. As we all are aware, the fishery sector is one of the most important sectors we need not emphasize more on that, because compared to any other life the sector which is related to agriculture, or maybe if you talk about livestock sector, fisheries is a very sector which has a lot of potential, and the growth rate is very high compared to any other sector. The export in fishery sector, like the growth overall in the world is almost like 4%, but in India, if you see the last 10 years, the export growth has shown more than 8%, and last year it was 30% growth compared to the previous year. During COVID also, we could do much better in the export, and it is again all the contribution which has come from different sectors across the value chain, starting from aquaculture to processing till the value addition and exports. This all has happened because of the efforts taken by various sectors. And during the training program, the feedback, I could see that there was courses on sustainability, biosecurity, the advanced technologies and all. So when you talk about the exports, as being a person working in the export sector, I could see that the biosecurity and sustainability are more important aspects which needs to be addressed regularly. The knowledge has to be updated, the requirements world over has to be seen, and we also need to see the potential of any fishery resources, and to see whether it can sustain for the next generation, or it can sustain for at least another 10 years. Because after the introduction of the mechanized fishing sector in India during 70s, there are a lot of changes which has happened. The production has increased till 2000 or so. Then after that, there is a stagnation in the marine catch. So what needs to be done to assure that the resources are well maintained? We are able to address the sustainability requirements of the importing nations. Again, we need to also address the livelihood of the people who are depending on the resources which are there in the sea. Because it is not that you exploit it, you complete the resources in few years and then wash off the hand and go to the next sector. We cannot do that, because most of the developed nations, they have different ways of fishing. But whereas it is mainly for us the livelihood way of fishing which we are looking for, because a lot of people are depending upon the fisheries as a resource for the livelihood. So when you talk about marine sector, definitely this refresher training course which has talked about the sustainability aspect of fishery resources will take the message to the down to earth people or till the fisherman side, wherein we will be able to address the sustainability part of the fishing. And again, the next is post-harvest management. Post-harvest management in the fisheries sector, particularly on the marine side, like a lot of issues are related to post-harvest sector, both in terms of quality maintenance as well as in terms of export. When you talk about quality maintenance, yes, there are a lot of post-harvest losses, like 25% of the material which is caught is not going for human consumption. Everyone is aware. A lot of measures are being taken by the Department of Fisheries, by the central institutes, to ensure that the methodology of fishing, the method of handling is being improved, so that we will be able to reduce the post-harvest technology, post-harvest losses. We will be able to increase the food consumption and the consumption of the material for the human consumption, and again to increase the quality, so that we will be able to increase the quantum of export also. So when you talk about the fishing as such, a lot of issues are there in the export, starting from the export of marine cod, particularly the shrimp, which is being captured, is not able to be exported to US because of various reasons. Particularly, US has told that we are not fitted with TED in the trawl net. That is what is hampering our export of shrimp to US. So this type of training will help in taking this knowledge forward and say that yes, these are all the issues to be addressed, which can help in promoting our fishing as well as the export as well. So talking about aquaculture, I think Jammu Kashmir is picking up in trout fisheries, and trout is one of the major important species where there is a lot of demand both domestically as well as in international market. So this particular refresher training program would have at least taken the message to various people across the sector in the Himalayan part, where trout is being promoted in a large way. I think that is one of the important fish which can get exported if it is produced in a larger quantity. Somebody was saying about their class on the potential of freshwater fish being exported. So trout is one of the important species next to maybe gift. So if we can concentrate on the technologies of maybe like RAS technology, or maybe any other technology which is available, which can help in producing trout in a larger scale with lower investment, that will definitely help in increasing the production and exports. So I really thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this valedictory function. I look forward to work with CAFT and other organizations to see that our exports are enhancing. I really appreciate the efforts taken by the coordinators as well as the university and the CAFT scientists in organizing organizing the refresher course in a well organized manner. So we should organize more such training programs to the student community as well as to the academicians, so that when the people pass out of this, when the people pass out of the institute, they should be able to go and tell the contribute for the production as well as for the export. With this, I thank once again the organizers for giving the opportunity. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. M. Karthikeyan sir, for enlightening about the importance of the fisheries sector and the importance of an refresher course. Now is the time of an address of the presidential address by Dr. Leela Edwin, the director ICAR-CIFT Kochi, Kerala. Before how I'm going to read about brief biodata of the madam. Madam has completed a master degree in case of industrial fisheries. Then she has got a best PhD thesis award. That's a Jawaharlal Nehru Award in 2000. That's the best PhD thesis award. And she has a National Award for Technology Innovation. And she has published, she got so many awards like a Best Scientist, Poster Award, and also Paper Award, Presentation Award. She has published more than 200 scientific publications in different national and international journals. Madam is in association with so many abroad companies like Italy, Thailand, and Malaysia. She has guided more than 10 research students, and she is with some of the national and also state level expert committee to contribute in policy making. She was working as an head of the division Fish Technology since 2010. Now she is currently working as a director ICAR-CIFT. Now I'll request the madam to address our participant and also our organizer. Madam, please.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. Respected Chief Guest Dr. Karthikeyan, Director MPEDA. Guest of honor, I think Dr. Masrat Khan is not here. My colleague, Dr. Bindu, Head of Division of Fish Processing. Dr. Manjunada, Dr. Sabha, resource persons from different universities and different ICR institutes, representatives of NADCL, participants. You would all agree with me if I say that fish is the healthiest choice of consumers, and so the demand of fish is growing every day. Therefore, the key to delivering a high quality product is paying close attention to even the minutest of details, from processing, from the catching of fish, harvesting or culturing of fish, landing, storage, handling, on board the fishing vessel, processing, product development, all of which has been dealt with in detail in this refresher course. So, understanding the importance of fish and fisheries, the Government of India has, under different schemes and lately under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, has set a target of doubling the domestic fish consumption or export earnings, increasing fish production, reducing post-harvest losses, and increasing the employment generation. Technology is, of course, the key driver for productivity enhancement, and in this rapidly changing scenario, which is impacted by environmental changes, climate change, and associated stresses, we have to depend on technology. The Central Institute of Fisheries Technology has been devoting itself to research in the area of harvest and post-harvest technology of fish, and has been doing commendable work for more than exactly 65 years in these sectors. This institute has been instrumental in modernizing both fishing and fish processing sectors in the country and continues to support through need-based interventions. As Dr. Karthikeyan said, diversification and value addition are important in the fish processing sector, and we have to be improving every year. the emergence of quality-conscious, affluent domestic consumers who demand attractively packed and reasonably priced RTE and RTC products is encouraging the seafood processors to look into more towards this untapped internal market. The increase in aquaculture production in India is on the threshold of a new revolution. It is a major challenge to utilize these resources into new products, both for domestic as well as the export markets. For all these, awareness of food safety concepts and high-tech fish processing methods are essential. This 21-day National Refresher course was aimed to enrich the participants with available technologies in the area of inland fisheries, aquaculture, on the production, processing, and waste utilization in order to disseminate to different stakeholders. I am very sure that this aim has been achieved, as we have heard from the feedback received from the different participants. I believe the participants have been immensely benefited by this refresher course. This also helped in strengthening the collaboration between the organizers. We have always had research and other collaboration with the SKUAST Kashmir, and NADCL has now come in, and I think this collaboration will continue in future as well. I congratulate all the organizers, conveners, faculty for organizing this refreshing course so successfully. And I wish the participants, especially who have participated in this refresher course with great eagerness, all success in their career. And I hope that the latest technologies reach all the stakeholders. I thank Dr. Karthikeyan for gracing this occasion. And I wish all participants, all resource persons, all associated with this program the very best. I am personally so happy to be associated with the valedictory function of this 21-day program, and thanking you all. Thank you,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We also is thankful for giving a valuable suggestion about the importance of a technology, including case of a fishery sector. Thereby, can increase the employment and also can increase the production and reduce the post-harvest losses. It is this. We thank you from all the participants and also from organizing team. Now is the time for a vote of thanks. Now I will request Dr. Ganderbal Sabha, Assistant Professor, Department of Fish Nutrition, Biochemistry, Faculty of History, SKUAST, Kashmir, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, audible, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Start each movement, each day, each event with a positive thought and a grateful heart. Always have an attitude of gratitude. Good afternoon, one and all. This is Dr. Ganderbal Sabha, Assistant Professor, feeling honored to offer the vote of thanks. I would extend my gracious thanks to today's chief guest of the event, Dr. M. Karthikeyan, Director AMPEDA, for their unconditional support. Next, I would like to thank guest of honor, Dean Faculty of Fisheries, Professor Masarat Khan, for the smooth conduction of this program, which unfortunately was not able to join today. Next, I would pay my humble thanks to Dr. Leela Advin, Director CIFT, for their consistent and unconditional support. I would like to thank the course directors, Dr. J. Bindu, Principal Scientist CIFT, and Dr. Faisal Rashid, Scientist SKUAST K, for the smooth conduction of this event. I would like to thank all the resource persons for acquainting us with their valuable views. I show my appreciation to the participants who have been the strength of this association. I would like to thank the SKUAST K and CIFT Cochin for the smooth conduction of this event. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the whole NADCL team for the smooth conduction of this 21 days National Refresher course. At last, I would extend a big thanks to all for being with us. It has remained a pronounced pleasure. Have a great day ahead.
Yeah, thank you, that's Kobul Sama ma'am, for giving me a vote of
Thank
thanks.
you, sir.
I'll congratulate all the participants. Please be in touch with all the course, what is the resource person for your any future inquiry or maybe any future doubt. I'll thank one and all for being a part with an NADCL. Thank you. Now we are closing the session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. The session videos will be uploaded to our channel. Please be posted to the WhatsApp group. We'll be sharing the link of the WhatsApp channel and the videos uploaded. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Exist.